Why are Chinese-made surveillance cameras being used at a NATO military base in Romania? Our journalists in Romania found Chinese-made surveillance equipment installed at 28 military sites in the country, including where NATO's Aegis Ashore missile defense system is. They also found that the equipment is being used by hundreds of other public institutions in the country, a lot of which have national security roles. This ranges from the Coast Guard to sites operated by the intelligence service. So, why is that important? The Chinese companies that made these cameras, Hikvision and Dahua, they're partially state-owned, and they've been blacklisted by the US, Britain, and Australia over concerns about how they store data, their alleged links to the Chinese military, and both companies' roles in Beijing's crackdown against Uyghurs and other minorities in Xinjiang. Both brands also have extensive history of security vulnerabilities, meaning that they have a far higher risk of getting hacked. In 2021, Lithuania's defense ministry found hundreds of vulnerabilities that led to them saying that you shouldn't use either of these brands. There's also been multiple glitches and breaches over the years, some of which that show that these feeds can be accessed or overtaken remotely. When we reached out to the Romanian Defense Ministry, they said using the cameras is perfectly legal, and that they ensure a high level of security by keeping them disconnected from the internet and performing regular checks. And that's all true. There is no ban on using them in Romania, or anywhere else in Europe for that matter. And yes, keeping them on a closed network can limit those security risks. But industry experts that we spoke with, they have a different view. They told us that there's still risks that the equipment could be hacked, even if it's not connected to the internet. And that the best way to maintain high security at sensitive locations like that base operated by NATO is to not use these Chinese brands at all. In the meantime, several lawmakers told us they want stricter rules for using the equipment in the country, meaning that Romania's debate about the risks of using Chinese tech in its critical infrastructure is just getting started.